Komphela appointed Bafana as caretaker coach, and Mdluli will continue to fight for his job today. I'm Nebo Changela with this news update. Free State Stars coach Steve Komphela has been appointed Bafana's caretaker coach. That's after the South African Football Association fired coach Piso Mosimane. SAFA Chief Executive Robin Peterson says last night's emergency meeting was convened following Bafana's 1-1 draw with lowly ranked Ethiopia in a 2014 World Cup qualifying Poké on Sunday. He although says the decision to part ways with Mosimane was not easy. It had to be done as they have lost confidence in Mosimane.
Last night we took a decision yesterday and then conveyed it and discussed it with the coach last night that it's time for Bafana and Mr. Mosimane to part ways. And we've appointed Mr. Steve Komphela as the caretaker coach.
The embattled former crime intelligence chief Richard Mdluli will today again have to fight for his right to serve in any government post. The non-profit organization Freedom Under Law is asking the North Gauteng High Court for an urgent interdict preventing Mdluli from serving in the police. They also want an interdict preventing Police Minister Nathi Mthethwa from moving Mdluli to a new position before a review of his reinstatement has been completed. Lilac Magnus reports.
Mdluli's problem started last year when he was suspended on charges of corruption, fraud, nepotism and murder. The charges were suddenly this year withdrawn and Mdluli was reinstated in his position. After heavy criticism from the DA and Freedom Under Law, Mdluli was moved to a different division. Acting Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, however, again suspended Mdluli a few weeks ago. Mdluli asked the Labour Court in Johannesburg on Friday to lift the suspension, which it did. Yesterday, this ruling was overturned and Mdluli's suspension stands pending a fresh application in the Labour Court. Lila Magnus, SABC News, Pretoria.
Nigerian rescuers searching for victims of Sunday's plane crash in Lagos say the death toll is expected to rise. All 153 people on board the plane died, but rescuers say they expect to recover more bodies from the ruins of a residential building. The Dana Air flight from the capital Abuja reported both of its engines had failed moments before it went down in a poor neighborhood in Lagos. By last night, rescuers had recovered at least 137 bodies. Most are believed to have been passengers on the plane. And the brutal murder of a female train driver at Makhado in Limpopo while executing her duties has been heavily condemned by the United Transport and Allied Trade Union. UTATU's General Secretary Steve Harris says they cannot accept that their members get exposed to such adverse circumstances where murderers and the likes freely roam Transnet premises. Harris says they'll be demanding detailed information from Transnet as to the reason of the train being stopped at Makhado.
We cannot accept this unlawfulness and unprotectiveness of our colleagues that are expected to drive trains and expected to work at night in a very unsafe condition. This is unacceptable, and we'll condone it with the worst situation, and we will do whatever we need to do to make things safer, and government must come to the party on this issue.